Hey, what's up everybody? I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I'm Anthony. This is the Silver Screen Analysis, and today we have a fun time period drama to talk about called the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society, starring Lily James, now streaming on Netflix. This story is set in the aftermath of World War II when a writer from London forms an unsuspected friendship with a group of people from a small island off the coast of France. They have formed this unique book club because of the actions that took place during the war, which really fascinates this writer, and when she's inspired to write a story about them, she travels out there to meet the residents, which really impacts her life in ways that she'd never imagined. I knew nothing about this movie prior to watching it, but during the summer season, as much fun as watching superheroes, over-the-top action movies, and other CGI-filled spectacle films may be, it's still nice to change it up a bit. That's the joy of cinema, being able to go back to a post-World War II Europe with the push of a button to take the journey of a more grounded narrative filled with more natural character types. I appreciated the fresh feel of the storyline. It peels back the layers to a collection of interesting characters that did build some intrigue. The film lays out the initial pieces to this storyline to generate some solid interest, and from there it does really fill in the rest of the pieces with a timely progression that for the most part do grip an emotional connection. The cast overall was fantastic, but I definitely think Lily James stole the show. She was the shining light. She carries the storyline on her shoulders, and once again she delivers a performance that commands the screen, but with a very unassuming approach. She comes off extremely natural as her character faces moral dilemmas and internal life contemplations that I felt was relatively compelling to watch play out. The rest of the cast performances were all very well done. They showcase a great chemistry that effectively sells their relationship dynamics as being genuine. These are people that have been through a lot together, and the unity that they found in that turmoil was more than uplifting enough to find them endearing and very likable. This makes you want to learn more about them as the story layers continually reveal themselves. For the most part, I thought it was very well written. The dialogue felt authentic. The beats of the story played out with enough of a unique path to keep it feeling fresh. It did feel familiar at times, but never did it feel like it was blatantly borrowing elements from other movies other than a couple of scenes, but I thought even those played out with a good amount of charm given how they were worked into the storyline. But I do feel it was lacking some development in the main character. This plot hinged on her feeling surprisingly at home on the Guernsey, and while it did capture it at times, there was just a lack of backdrop in the main character that prevented me from fully being able to feel the emotional connection that she was experiencing. She has a recently started relationship with an American serviceman that really plays out much more like a plot device than it does an emotional arc for her character. She has a very strong relationship with her publisher that I felt was very underdeveloped, and I just wanted to know more about her, and her name being written in this book cover, that was really the seed to the entire plot. So while it did give me a lot to latch onto, I don't think it gave me the answers that I really needed to find myself completely engaged in what was happening, and with a 2-hour runtime, the opportunity was definitely there. It had some extended scene openings and some repetitive scenes later on in the film that could have easily been trimmed back to provide more substance for the main character. This was a beautifully crafted film though. The production and set design was absolutely immaculate. The landscapes and the backdrops were all very stunning and immersive to pull you into the setting of the story than most romantic dramas can really do. The camera work was nicely crafted, the lighting was well utilized, the modern film techniques were really able to capture the beauty of the region and the detail of the sets, which I felt was very complimentary to the film when it could have easily been distracting given the 1940s time period setting. And overall, I enjoyed this film, and I'm going to give the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society 80% on the entertainment meter. I did want to know a little bit more so I could capture the full weight of the plot, but it was filled with some great performances and more than enough of a charming narrative to give it a shot if you're interested in this genre. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, share it with your friends, leave a comment. I love to hear from you guys. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can be alerted when all the new videos pop up. All my social media links are going to be down in the description below. You can also visit the Silver Screen Analysis for a wide range of movie related content, and here's some links to some recent reviews just in case you missed them.